Hey Leah.
Oh, hi Ismail, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I just wanted to ask some questions.
I'm actually really busy right now.
But it's for students.
Okay, if it's for the students.
Awesome. Let's get started. On a scale from 1 to 10, how excited are you about life right now?
I'm an 8 right now.
What movie or TV show have you been watching lately?
I'm watching Sex Education on Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's a great show.
If you had one superpower, what would it be?
The ability to stop time and enjoy the moment.
So Leah, why did you become a sexual violence prevention advisor?
I wanted to make sure that students knew their rights and options and were advocated for on campus.
What are some of the challenges for you this year?
One of the major challenges has just been separation from family and friends and from being face-to-face with students. I miss being able to see students in the office.
What support and resources are available for students?
So students can meet with me confidentially to discuss their options if they've experienced any form of sexual violence or gender-based violence, either before coming to Fanshawe or when they're a student here. And that can look like a lot of different things. Academic accommodations, counseling, information on reporting options. Everyone heals differently, so whatever each student needs, we're there to support them.
Who do you look up to the most?
I look up to my nan, who is my grandmother.
What's one thing that people don't know about you?
One thing that most people don't know about me is that I danced on stage with Britney Spears during the Femme Fatale tour.
What is the difference between sexual violence, sexual assault, and sexual harassment?
So sexual assault and sexual harassment are the legal terms, but here at Fanshawe we use the term sexual violence because it encompasses all different forms of sexual violence or gender-based violence. So it's any act of aggression that's physical or psychological in nature that targets someone's gender or sexuality. And so we know that sexual violence takes many different forms and it doesn't have to be physical to have an impact. So for example, something happening in an online space or a comment made. We're here to support students no matter what form the violence takes.
Where can students find information and help if they have been involved in a situation of sexual violence?
Students can reach out to me if they want to confidentially know what their options are. I want to make sure that students have all the information available to them because every person heals differently. So once you have the information, you can decide what pathway is the best for you taking that forward.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
I would tell my younger self that it's okay to not fit into all the boxes and the things that make me different are actually the most beautiful things about me.
What is the most adventurous thing you have done in your life?
The most adventurous thing I've done in my whole life is go on an international social work experience to India to support other social work students in a palliative care unit.
If you could switch lives with one person for a day, who would it be?
I actually wouldn't switch lives with anyone. I love being me.
That's a great answer.
What are 3 things you can't live without?
3 things I can't live without would be my loved ones, nature, and ice cream.
What is the best thing that happened to you this year?
The best thing that happened to me this year was that I had 2 identical twin nephews born.
What is the one thing you have always wanted to try but have been too scared?
I'm a little bit afraid of heights, so anything that requires being at a really high height.
Well Leah, it's been great talking to you. I hope students see how easygoing and approachable you are.
Thanks so much for highlighting the service and letting survivors know that we believe and support them.
What's the best way for them to get in contact with you again?
So I support students of any gender identification or non-conforming gender identity, and it doesn't matter when the sexual violence or gender-based violence occurred. Students can reach out for support via email. That's the easiest way to reach me, and we can set up an appointment to talk on the phone, via Zoom, or meet on campus.